y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nisha and I am back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. As you've seen in the title, this will be about my experience as a new nurse grad, trying to find a job and all the good and bad that comes along with job hunting. So if you're interested on this if you're interested on this video, make sure you keep watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And leave in the comments if you can relate, if you're going through the same thing, if you know somebody that's going through the same thing. If you just want to leave something positive down to encourage anybody that might be going through it, go ahead and do that in the comments. And make sure you like this video and let's hop right into it. I'm sorry, my throat is like really dry. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you don't know, I graduated back in December of 2020. I took my Nclex in May. I graduated in December 2019, I'm sorry. And I took my Nclex in May 2020. So it is July. So that is a long time to be searching for a job and trying to find where you fit in this work field. Unfortunately for me, I still have not found a job, and I do have my days where I'm okay with it, and then other days like I'm feeling real bummy about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I still haven't found a job. I graduated in December, like I said, and then most of the time when you graduate, you're supposed to start searching for a job a little earlier. With me, I didn't see exactly the job that I wanted to be in. My goal is to be a NICU nurse, so a lot of those was not open, so I didn't apply to any really until later on down the line when I hadn't found a job and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and try. Because initially I was like very headstrong, like if it's not the job I want, I'm not going to apply for it. And then later on down the road, everybody started getting their jobs, everybody started getting job offers, and I'm like, dang, I ain't got no job. So I did start applying for like med surg, things like that. And it was a hospital that I worked for before, so I was hoping that I would get on there. I had a few interviews, and I'm not gonna lie, I totally bummed. Like my first 2 interviews, I was nervous, my voice was cracking. It was a hot mess, but I am thankful for that experience because I hadn't had a job interview. I hadn't had a job interview in like so long, so trying to see that process and all that stuff. And I'm glad that I did interviews with jobs that like I really didn't want than a job that I was like really going after. Let me say that again. I'm glad that I bombed those interviews for jobs that I really didn't want, because one of them was like the burn ICU, and that's something that I cannot see myself doing personally, burn ICU. But they offered me an interview, so I did take it to see how the interview process and everything was going to go. And yeah, like I said, I got in there and I was like totally blew it. And they were like throwing questions at me that I was not prepared for. With me, I get very nervous. Like that's one thing that I know kind of messes me up in interviews. I get very nervous. My head goes, like everything in my brain is just not available at the time. Like I know what I want to say. I had it planned out what I want to say, but it's not coming out of my mouth. So that kind of really messed me up in the first few interviews that I did have. Like the first few, I was like, okay, I see why I didn't get that job, because like I did straight up trash. I probably wouldn't hire me if I was the hiring person. But after that, I felt like I got comfortable doing the interviews, and you know, I still didn't land them. I had a lot of interviews and I hadn't took my Nclex yet, so a lot of people were saying like maybe because you haven't taken your Nclex. So I was hoping after I took my Nclex that I would get an interview, and I have not gotten any yet. So I'm still trying to remain positive over that. Like I said, I do have my days where I do feel like very bummed out about it. I don't really want to talk about it, and at first I didn't want to really talk about it. Like I didn't want people asking me so yeah, you graduated, where are you working? Like, I dreaded that question. But now I'm like totally comfortable. I'm sorry, y'all. The sun is going down. So is my lighting. Okay, that's better. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, I was kind of embarrassed about it. Like, I didn't want to talk about it. I seen like a lot of my classmates, they all have jobs, and a lot of them have jobs in the area that they want to work in. And that's something that was kind of very important to me, getting somewhere where I'm happy. Throughout my nursing experience, doing my intern and all that stuff, I've seen a lot of nurses who were in med surg and they were not happy, and it showed. It showed how they treated the patients, how they dealt with us. Like, I had times where a nurse was like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because you don't sound like you want to be here. So I did not want to be that nurse. I wanted to be, when I come to work, I want to be happy. I want this to be the place that I want to be. Your patients see that you're not happy, that you don't want to be there, that this is something that you're not passionate about, and that kind of can affect them on and the care that you give them. So I didn't want to deal with that. So I did start thinking about, like, okay, med surg, I will get good experience and all that stuff. So I did start applying for that. And yeah, here I am in July, still job hunting. And I have started to apply for home health, and with everything going on, I'm kind of leaning more towards that way right now. I'll have one patient, and with everything that's going on with the virus, so I think that'll probably be safer, and I do have a younger child, so I'm looking into that now. So hopefully something will come up, and hopefully my next video is your girl got a job. Hooray. I just wanted to share my experience because I know I'm not the only one going through it, and I've did tons of searches about being a new grad nurse, not finding a job, and you are not the only one. If you feel like you are, you're totally not. It's totally fine. A lot of people say give it 6 months. I graduated in December and it's July, so December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's 7 months for me, and I still haven't landed one. But be patient, pray about it. That's something I've really been doing, trying to pray about it, trying to see, is God trying to get me to do something else while I'm waiting? And to me, I think he's giving me time to get used to being a mom, get used to being a wife. Not used to, but I had CODA, and 3 months after I had CODA, I went to nursing school. So a lot of his early months, I was kind of in school a lot, kind of stressed out. So I think, and then I had just got married, probably, CODA, we got pregnant probably a month after we got married. So everything happened so fast. So I'm thinking that he's giving me this time to, you know, enjoy my family, and I have been taking advantage of that. I still pray daily about, like, Lord, just put me where you think I should be. And yeah, so if you're going through this, do not feel alone. You're not. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. If you have any tips on doing interviews, shoot them my way, because apparently I need help somewhere down the line. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have to say. Just stay positive about it. Don't beat yourself up about it, because at the beginning I was really beating myself up. Like, I felt like I went to school all this time and I still haven't landed a job. I was feeling guilty because while I was in school, I didn't have to work because my husband was working. So now I feel like, you know, I'm not in school, but I don't have a job still. So I kind of felt guilty about that. And my husband, he's been very supportive over all of that, and just encouraging me and telling me, like, just enjoy this time to take off. Like, you don't have to work, so be thankful for that. And then with everything going on with the virus, just like, God may not see it fit for you right now to be out there, especially with having a younger child and everything. So I'm just trying to, you know, stay positive and keep hope alive. Whatever you do, do not give up. That's something that I'm not doing. I'm still going for trying to reach my goal. I'm not giving up. I'm still applying whenever I see a position open. And I'm just being patient, patiently waiting for the Lord to bless me with whatever job he sees fit for me. And yeah, that's all that I have for y'all. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not, and I will see y'all on the next video.